Was good, y'all? Want to drop a video for y'all real quick before I finish out my day. So I'm currently on my way home from work, and as I'm sitting here driving home, um, Spirit put on my heart to talk about how when the call comes, a lot of my videos I talk about how when you answer the call, walking in your purpose is like answering a phone call. But when Spirit calls and you answer it, a lot of times they call you when you're going through some stuff. They call you when you feel like giving up. They call you when you feel like your life ain't worth living no more. They call you when you feel like your back is against the wall. They call you when you feel like there's nothing that you have to offer the world. They call you when you feel like you're not strong enough to answer what they're asking you to answer. A lot of times when you receive that phone call from God and universe about walking in your purpose, it's when you're going through some things. It's when you caught up in your thoughts. It's when your heart feels troubled. You see what I'm saying? And you got a lot of people out here who, they make videos and they make content and stuff like that. And they like to sugarcoat things, but I don't sugarcoat anything. As you can see my background, I've been in my car for a couple of years now. I don't have, a fancy name with my name, Coach Robica Wilkins, and lights and all that in the background. And for a moment, I realized that maybe at some point, maybe it is time for me to, spruce, my channel up at this point. But in the meantime, my focus has always been about the message. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that I go through. It's a lot of things that I've been through and went through that people don't even know about. I'm not the kind of person to sit there and willingly express how I feel or willingly express what I go through. If something's bothered me, I don't sit there and, hey, can someone, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just a super duper private person, independent, you know what I'm saying? So when I make these videos, it literally comes from the heart, which if it comes from the heart, a lot of times these videos I make, before I post my videos, me keeping it 100 with y'all, before I post my content, I rewatch it. And there's a lot of times where I don't even know where the words I spoke, I don't even know where they came from. It wasn't from me. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't that I wrote a script down or, I'm like, oh, let me say this or this sounds nice. A lot of times, most times, it'd be random. Most times, I have no idea. It just comes out. The words come out my mouth. And because I personally ask Spirit, I personally ask God and the universe to use me, to speak through me, that's what they do. So, for instance, when they called me years ago, they've been trying to call me. But I was still battling with my flesh. There's always a battle between the physical and the spiritual. And in the physical, it's about your flesh. It's about what you see with your eyes. And when they call you, a lot of times is when you're not up to answer the call for real. A lot of times when you answer that call, you just shed a lot of tears. A lot of times when you answer that call, you're going through your own problems. You're trying to keep your own head above water. A lot of times when they call you, you're not in a good mood. You don't feel good. And I believe, and this is my personal opinion, I believe that the reason why a lot of people don't answer the call is for those exact reasons. For those same exact reasons. That's why you didn't answer the call. That's why you refuse to even take a moment to sit back and realize that you have a strength within you that God and the universe needs from you. A lot of times you don't answer the call because in your mind you worried about reaching out into the whole entire world when they only might need you to reach in your lifetime 500 people. They might only need you to reach 20 people. And as long as you reach those people, then you fulfilled your purpose. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you. And you know when you receive the call because the call is in your heart. It's not an actual phone call. But there is something that speaks to your heart. Something that you can't explain. And you like, it gotta be from another source. It gotta be from them. Where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I having these thoughts? Despite what you're going through, despite what your reality looks like. Answer the call. No matter what you're going through, answer it. That's the best time to answer it. You're going through some shit, answer the call. It's not a mistake.